What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering with kind of a late night fourth video that you won't be notified of, but I hope if you're seeing it that you'll leave a like, a comment, and you'll consider sharing it on Twitter. It takes just a moment, but it's so very important for this channel given the way YouTube treats my videos and silos them off from finding new people in any meaningful way. It doesn't take long after criticizing one particular person in general to get the worst people of the internet conspiring to ruin your career. It starts out with quotes like this. Hambly frequently has his YouTube ads messed with because of his content and has gone on record stating it upsets him immensely. Food for thought. Significant amount of upvotes, one of the most upvoted comments in this subreddit. And I'm going to go over exactly what's in this subreddit, but I want to address how we got here first in a really TLDR TLDR way. Look, Miss Quinn has a long history, longer than I've really been around covering things on the internet, that a lot of it I don't care about. The bottom line is Miss Quinn is a public figure. She has immense power and clout. She's worked with DC Comics, Marvel Comics, has, as far as I'm concerned, the power to cancel employees in the video game industry, has run a large Kickstarter, tens of thousands of dollars raised that was never delivered, has a Patreon that collects thousands of dollars, provides nothing. This is a black hole where money goes to disappear. That all said, I don't want anyone to contact Miss Quinn. In fact, if you're doing that, you're actively hurting my ability to comment on things in a way. Now, I know you're going to do whatever it is that you want to do, and that's your right. But I would prefer that people don't, because I do believe that social media dogpiling is a dangerous thing. It is a thing that bleeds into real life. Some people aren't equipped to handle it, while others are just fine. I deal with it every couple of months. It's not a big deal. However, when it spills over into one's ability to earn a living, that's a problem. And I'm not going to back down. I know ultimately, fighting this fight has almost never ended well for anyone in my position, but I'm not a coward. I'm not going to allow people to spread lies about me and to put blame on me for things. I have stood steadfast. And if I haven't been clear before, let me be clear now. I don't wish Zoe Quinn any ill will. I wish she would stop doing terrible things, but I don't want anything bad to befall her. I wish that she could turn things around and be a productive member of society, deliver on her Kickstarter, deliver her patrons some value, and that would be a great comeback story. There are a lot of people whose opinions I strongly dislike that don't get videos because they're not public figures. In fact, as I've grown in this space, I've made fewer and fewer videos that really just in reference to terrible tweets from regular people, at least ones that I'm actively disagreeing with, because I do know that some people can pile on, and it's not a great feeling if you're not equipped to handle it. So I do wish Miss Quinn the best, in particularly in regards to her mental health. I wish that she would stop saying horrible things. But just because somebody is in this state doesn't mean that they get to be immune from criticism. You don't see me making a video about every single tweet or retweet. I cover when somebody inserts themselves into the story by attacking people, right? She's entitled to her opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Have I been clear? I also want to be clear that these people, as far as I can tell, are not acting in any direct capacity on Miss Quinn's behalf. But it is the fringe personalities that tend to make these things worse. Do I believe that the tweets put out by Miss Quinn directly led to the termination of Alec Hawaka from the indie video game scene entirely? Yes, I do. Do I believe that those tweets had any valid evidence behind them? No, I don't. Do I believe those tweets had to be made? No, I don't. Doesn't mean she can't do it. That's the beauty of all of this. Miss Quinn is allowed to tweet whatever she likes, and people are allowed to disagree with it. She's a public figure who's worked for DC, Marvel, and many more, and has far more reach than any one of us. It's the people that are white knighting for her that seem to be awful. Somebody alerted me to a Reddit thread talking about me directly. Tons of just vile, hateful things. It's really disheartening that people would talk this way about somebody they didn't even know. But nonetheless, this is on a forum called Gamergauzy. And some of you are laughing because you know what I just found out. See, I wasn't really around for GG. I don't really use Reddit. If you look at my Reddit username, I've probably commented on Reddit in my entire life maybe 10 times. So a day ago says, ZQ has been put on self-deletion watch, and the chuds are already dogpiling on them. And the grifter, Quartering, has started milking ZQ's mental health problems for profit. No, see, none of my video was treating her obvious mental health issues as a joke or something to be profited from. I hope she gets help, and I hope she does well. I couldn't be more clear about that. But it would appear that there is a group of people that is just entirely fine lying about not just me, but also my viewers. Female MGTOW, Diana Davidson, is also milking this. Look, it's news. They're a public figure. Could you say, look, you could let this one go? Yeah, sure. You could say that about anything. You could say that about any story. This is my job. It's my job to entertain my viewers. My viewers enjoy this type of content. Believe me, there are many things that I let go. There are many things that I don't talk about anymore. How long has it been since I've made a Sarkeesian video? Have I ever made a video about that dude, Jonathan McIntosh? When's the last video I made talking about crazy blue-haired tweets on Twitter? I've definitely peeled back a lot. If you want me to produce 5 or 10 videos a day dunking on these people, I will. And then so all I did was I came into here yesterday and I didn't even know anything about this forum, by the way. I didn't know that they have a long history of talking smack about me. I just went in blind, like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I do not support dogpiling Quinn. I've said it 100 times. That means I won't cover. That doesn't mean I won't cover stories as they break. Quinn is a very public person with ties to Marvel and DC. What she does, like it or not, is newsworthy. I think that's reasonable, right? You know what happened within 5 minutes of this? They banned me. Within 5 minutes of me posting this, oh, look at their mods are even. Yeah, it's just not that we don't want a terrible person in our living room where we're trying to have a nice time. We're terrified of your logic and reason. Yawn. That's their response to banning me. That's all I posted, to which they replied, "You've been permanently banned from this. Note from the moderators, get out." All I replied with was, hey, pretty bold that you're spewing all this toxic stuff about somebody. They show up. Are you kidding me? I would love to live stream with Zoe or with Anita and hash things out and really talk about things. I show up in here and they immediately banned me. And then you have very concerning threads about me personally that are full of lies, that are bitter, angry, and making attempts to justify going after my income, something I have never done. I hope the quartering is devoured by rodents, absolute piece of poo. We don't need any oily, misogynistic rodents. Hambly frequently has his YouTube ads messed with because of his content. That's not true. It's happened once or twice in years. And has gone on record stating it upsets him immensely. Food for thought, 24 upvotes. Can we ban him from talking? Just ban him from breathing. And take away everybody who is his fans' right to vote or do anything in society. I mean, this thread is full of some of the most vile comments I've ever read. And the fact that they want to come after my money, my ability to provide for my family, is a little concerning. Then you see this tweet. Trigger warning, self-deletion. Jeremy Hambly. I love how people always use my full name like it's some sort of powerful thing. You know, this person doesn't have their full name in their Twitter handle, but they use mine as some weird own. Jeremy Hambly can't even hold himself back an hour before contradicting himself and piling on ZQ even further. His, quote, business is harassing people for clout among the bitter and bigoted. Simply not true. I would say that I strongly oppose any of this kind of directed dogpiling behavior. I've basically always been on record. If I haven't been clear in the past, I feel like in the last 6 months I've been very clear. They go on to say, in all seriousness, I'm concerned that Hambly and his monstrous followers are going to get people deleted in the course of his career monetizing hate. If YouTube or Twitter gave a darn about upholding their own guidelines to keep their sites safe, he'd been banned long ago. Who talks like this? Just don't watch my videos. Just don't go on long tirades saying how, well, your tweets are affecting me negatively, but my tweets didn't affect Alec negatively. You can't have it both ways. This is the problem with this I need retweets society. I need you to like and retweet everything I put out for validation. It's very important to me. I'm so stunning and brave. Gamers TM are awful. By the way, make sure if you're seeing this on Twitter, Facebook, Minds, Gab, please do. It's important to me that you take a second to share this video because I don't want any misunderstanding. I do not support dogpiling. I do not support going after people's income. But I'm also not afraid to cover the news. And I'm not going to avoid covering something because somebody's in a bad mental state. That excuse has been used so many times, it's impossible for me to believe. It's not a shield anymore. It wasn't good enough for Alec to have as a shield, so why should you have it, Miss Quinn? I know this is kicking the hornet's nest a bit, but I don't see much value in being a coward, unlike some people. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.